Gradually help your pet to accept the containment. Excuse me?
Hello there, Munchkins and viewers alike. It's me, Munchie, and welcome to this new series I am going to be creating called Bad Cage Reviews. What inspired me to make this video today is because I want to educate everybody out there and share this information that Petsmart recently came out with a new line that they've created called Tiny Tales. It's the All Living Things line of theirs, and it is a very big setback in the hamster community, especially when we try to advocate for better care and better cages. Now, you guys probably remember Petsmart did something similar with betas and making those tiny stackers where betas could hardly swim and or turn around in. This is the same idea where they're trying to make it so that people will buy smaller things because people's lifestyles are getting smaller and smaller. Hence, if you've noticed, a lot of people in studio apartments lately, people think that they don't have the room for hamsters and they think that smaller is going to be a-okay for them, which is a complete misunderstanding and it's a big no-no. So today I have one of the biggest and most expensive cages out of the brand new Tiny Tail line called the Rocket Ship. And this right here is 255 square inches of floor space. A minimum in the United States is around 450 square inches of unbroken floor space. They don't really do a lot of climbing, however you've probably seen your hamster go and explore. That's completely normal, but they really do need something that is more even and unbroken rather than raising it up higher. So how this was all brought to my attention was I was tweeted about that there's these new cages at Petsmart, and I actually went in store and saw them all. They had some castles, some farms, some race cars, things that make you scream like you're in a toy store, and that is really bad. When you start to value animals as toys, there is going to be a lot of negligence, a lot of not so great care. There is going to be this value where people are seeing animals as things, as items, when they should be valued as a living being that should not be in somebody's care if they're going to be treating them like a toy. But the first thing you notice here is it's a very colorful box and it's going to try to get your attention, especially parents' attention, which is awful because if parents don't know or do their research, they're going to be buying the worst possible care. Blast off into space. Everyone dreams of going to space, and now Dash has the chance. Fire up the rocket and watch it glow. Or head to the sleep station for a galactic nap. Will Dash be the first hamster to land on the moon? You're in mission control, and this rocket launches soon. The problem with that is it makes you sound like you're going to go and blast off your hamster into outer space and or maybe chuck your hamster across the room if you're a very tiny kid that thinks this is going to be fun. So here we go, my review of the horrible Tiny Tales rocket ship. Let's build it. So first, before we build this, let's see what comes with it. It says 1 home with base, 9 transportation tubes, 2 shelves, food dish, water bottle, exercise wheel, which we will find out here soon enough what size that wheel is. And for those people who wonder, why is wheel size important? It's because if it's a small wheel, it will be bad for Syrians. So let's continue. Sleep station hideout, which I actually didn't know this big part up here was a sleep station until I started reading the box. And then it says USB cord. Because why not? It lights up! The light's probably not going to be a big difference to keep your hamsters awake, but everybody should know this by now. The hamsters are nocturnal, so having a big rocket ship blast off into space, making all these noises is not a good idea for your poor little hamster who wants to sleep in the day and come out at night when you're sleeping at night and come out in the day. Besides just being cautious about the cage in general, there is a warning that says, to avoid injury, remove the pet's collar prior to use. Who puts a collar on a hamster? There's like no such thing as tiny little collars on hamsters. The only reason why you would have a collar on a pet is to have pet ID tags, but usually that's cats and dogs and other big exotic animals that absolutely need it. So right there, that is a red flag of they are not paying attention to what a hamster actually is. So I don't know who in the design team thought this was a good idea, but it just sounds like you're gonna put a stuffed toy in here, which I will demonstrate later. We are gonna be having live animals and possibly plush animals in this thing. So the next thing that is even weird to me is advice for use. It says always select the appropriate size and type of home for your specific pet. This cage is not ideal for anything, and it lists in the front it is good for hamsters, gerbils, and mice right there in the tiniest little corner off to the right side. So it's not good for any of those, yet it says pick the best thing for your hamster. Now people might say that we can connect the cages and tubes and things like that, but this was a $60 cage. Are you parents out there really going to consider getting your child this along with all the other cages you want to connect with, which are anywhere from around like, I want to say $39 and above to this much money, which is a lot. So here's the kicker that people are probably going to ignore because it's in the tiniest little font. It says here, not recommended for children under 4 years of age. I know of a lot of parents that have kids very young that when they see a pet they want it. They want it, and sometimes parents just give in, not knowing that hamsters should probably not be for tiny toddlers. That's a really bad idea unless you have adult supervision, which here it says recommended. I say it is mandatory. It should be mandatory for adults to give their small children who are not quite responsible yet a pet like this. So please, parents out there, be responsible. Always be in the care of a child and a pet at the same time. And of course, on the side here, it says 9 transport tubes. Fits most Syrian hamsters. I have yet to see this be true. So I'm gonna be placing Sahara in this cage later on because she is the most high energetic female Syrian hamster, and she is also small for a female Syrian hamster. We've had some pretty big ones here. I want to see if she's going to be able to fit in these tubes. I was told that they were a little bit bigger than the original KT tubes, which are super tiny and would not fit a Syrian, so we'll test that later. And with that all being said, and we took a look at the packaging that it came in, let's build a rocket ship. All right, that's what it looks like. And so let's pull out the sides. We got the wires. Got the foam, because we need the foam, right? Ooh, actually, it was all packaged really nicely, so that's a plus. All right, let's take this stuff out. We have a Tiny Tales little pamphlet here. This is Meet Dash the Hamster. Oh no, what's this? Oh no, why? God, this just screams children. I hate this. Hamsters could be for anybody. I hate the fact that their cages are geared towards kids. I'm an adult. I don't want this stuff. I mean, like, they even advertise more of their fun cages. Like, the hamster actually cares about what adventures you go on. But yeah, there's that for kids. Do you want a map, guys? Here's a map. Take the map. Love the map. I mean, it's kind of cool getting stickers. I will agree there. I like the stickers. However, it's like, this screams toy, and I hate it because it says on the box, this is not a toy. Clearly it is, but it shows you how to assemble it here in these detail descriptions. I was told by the Petsmart employees that when they were building their cage display that it took forever because they hated the way this was built. So I'm gonna see if I struggle with this or not here, but here we go. Watch me struggle. All right, so we got the base here, and after putting together so many and taking apart, mind you, so many KT Critter cages, I feel like I got this in the bag without even looking at it. But then again, who knows, maybe I don't have it. But first, usually what happens is you just line these up. All right, so the next step, without me looking too much, is the side clamps to make sure that it's locked into place. This is so easy, are you kidding me? Petsmart employees, you were saying this was hard. Oh, this doesn't look right up here. No, what happened? Yeah, you gotta line them up, right? Yeah, line them up and snap it down. There we go. That looks better, right, guys? Oh, but it doesn't look completely right. Oh, it's so weird. Oh, and it pushes it open. That's so weird. Why does it push it open like that? Is that supposed to be like that?
11 minutes later.
So I want them to be close together. I want them to stop warping out of place. There we go. Latch on, connector in, latch there. Now this one here. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. I think they just need to stay in place a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's good. Slide that down. Oh, nope, it doesn't like that. It's resisting. We might have a problem again.
A few inches later.
There we go, I think I fixed it. Oh, they're in place. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh no, come on. Ow, ow, Parents, you're gonna love doing this. Ow, 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 my thumbs. This is not fun for my thumbs. First it wants us connecting tubes, so let's dig through the bag of tubes I have here. So it looks like a big long tube is what we need, and then it connects to a tube such as this. This is what we need. So it looks like it wants to sit up here, so I'm just gonna pop the tube while it's up in here, and it sits like that. Perfect. So I already got this assembled. All right, the struggle is real. We gotta make sure that this lines up so it fits kind of right there, because it sits on top of the, no. It's supposed to sit on top of these like this. You see this? And then it's supposed to push down. It's locking on this side, so that's good. The other side I'm having a harder time with, so that's great. All right, I wanna make sure that if there's a hamster that goes up here, it's not gonna fall apart. But right here, that doesn't feel so secure. Next, it wants me to attach this wheel, and this wheel looks like it could be a 5.5. This might be a 6-inch spinner right here, but I'll measure that later. Spinning that, it's very noisy. This is not going to be suitable for a Syrian hamster, just FYI. It's gonna make their backs curve. So you don't want that, that's too small. It's like putting a tall person in a tiny little clown car. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna be comfortable. All right, so I put my wheel in, but if you notice, guys, it bounces horribly. Nope, it still bounces. Oh, that's gonna be annoying because when the hamsters run on it, their body weight's gonna shake that. Oh my god, oh no. Oh, I hate that already. Why does this feel like I'm gonna just break it? So next, we are to attach this very weird nozzle water bottle, which I don't know if it's leaking already. With water bottles, I give them a squeeze when they're upside down. It does that weird noise thing, and then I flip it back, and then it's not supposed to leak anymore. What do you know? It's not leaking. But sometimes this actually causes it to not even produce any water, which, oh, there it goes. Now it's producing. Oh, no, but it's instantly leaking again. Ah, it's a leaky bottle. See, parents are not gonna realize the struggles us hamster owners have with these gosh awful bottles. They leak and there's no cure. Unless I do that. Ooh, is that better? But what if the hamster's going, oh, I need water, I need water. Does it start leaking again? Nope, have I fixed it? Oh, nope, there it goes. Ah, it's leaking. All right, so after you take the water out of the water bottle, then you attach it to this thing so it could be attached to a cage. Your leaky water bottle can now leak all over the first shelf. Congratulations. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay. Oh, Okay, I got it. This is the shape that I needed. All right, so that's actually what it's supposed to look like. I might have to redo this one that I've already put in there, but it's actually supposed to look like that. And then on this side, it's supposed to look like that. All right, I got it. Eureka! So much fun, yay. Oh, I'm loving this. I just did these steps wrong. So if you take a look inside here, that shelf should be on the opposite side, and then this shelf right here should be on the opposite side as well, because I need this part to open up, and I didn't realize that. So now I have to do it all over again. So it's all finally done and set up, and that took me so long because I actually had to take a few shelves off, and then the worst thing happened. Some of the plastic actually broke off on the platforms, the shelving platforms, and so I had to be careful. I absolutely hated the fact that this has a weird wire to it. It is hexagon type wiring, and I hate that because I think this was either A, warped, or B, I did not put it on correctly. But I made sure to double check with what I did, and it does look like it might have just been warped, because when it came time to putting on the top, I could not secure this. These hooks right here, if I could turn this around, this hook right here is not actually hooked on to anything. And if we move around here, this one is, However, the platform up top here was having a hard time keeping steady, so there's at least one side of it that's not securely hooked in. And I just think this is such a struggle when parents could just use bin cages that has easy access points. The only easy access point is the top here, because you got the side right here that opens up, but on the inside there's just so much stuff in there that you have to go through, like the tubes, the platforms. I mean, heck, you could even have trouble taking out the wheel if you find the wheel to be noisy. So let's get Sahara in this cage. So here's the final verdict. Sahara was just inside of here. She could use the tubes, however, she was scared going down once she got up in this big area right here, but she did not use the wheel. But just by spinning it, it does sound really noisy, and it stinks when you have cages like this that come with an already set wheel, because those wheels tend to be terrible wheels. And because it's so small, all they could do is really climb. Sahara is a climber. She really does like climbing when she was in her preview wire cage. However, for this, she felt very uncomfortable using the tubes. She was constantly climbing on the wires. She didn't know how to get down off of her platform except for to jump and then hang there for a little bit. And of course, when she was in the tubes going up and down, it was very uncomfortable. The way that these tubes in the back are set up, it makes you bend, and that's not really a good thing for hamsters. And you guys could say, well, dwarfs, they're very small, they're going to be able to fit the tubes just fine. Dwarfs don't really like going up or down, so good luck trying to get any sort of dwarf hamster to go up and down these tubes here, or just up and down their cage in general. They're going to want to stick to the very bottom floor. And for Syrians, they do like to be up high to look out for predators, but Sahara here was just so uncomfortable. You can tell she was uncomfortable. She had her ears back, she was very low to the ground, and there's only 2 access points. The top, which is actually kind of hard to get on and off, which of course right now I'm struggling with, but that's possibly in part due to the wire being bent, so I had to kind of bend the top here to fit, and nothing is actually working, which is a frustration for people who buy a cage such as this, where they could just use a tank, like a fish tank, to open up a lid, and or bin cages to open up lids, and or the correct size wire cage that will let you open it from 2 locations with a big access point. This has a tiny access point, even though it is secure. I like the secure latch here. It's really hard trying to get in there to interact with your hamster. It's just not suitable. You're going to have your hamster trapped in here. A child is most likely going to lose interest in wanting to even handle their hamster, and by coming in at just one point like this and trying to grab your hamster, you're like, okay, I can't get to him. Oh no, I broke it. Ah, it's broken. What am I gonna do? Oh, okay, there's the hamster, grab it. Ah! Ah, no, it bit me. It's gonna become a problem. So these cages are absolute garbage. I hope parents out there, as well as kids watching this, please do not buy something like this. It was not fun for me to set up. It took me an hour to set this up, and I had to restart during half of it because something wasn't right. I didn't put the ledges in correctly. This wire wasn't bent correctly. Trying to put these all together. Like, it seemed pretty basic and simple, but it became a really big problem. And the ledges, the parts of the ledges broke. So it's very cheap plastic. So, it's a piece of crap. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like to show your support for the bad cages, and please sign the petition down below. We, as a hamster community online, are advocating for better pushes for good setups. And we want Petsmart to take down those awful cages and rethink what they're trying to get at here. We want our pets to be safe. We do not want to have the idea of pets becoming toys, because that puts us farther back when it comes to hamster care and hamster husbandry than people realize. When you start seeing an object as just a toy, it's going to be treated as such. If you are not getting enrichment, then you are not having a happy life. So neither are these hamsters when you put them in something like this. So I hope you guys will check out that petition in the link down below the description of this video. And if you have any comments about this cage and you want to leave them down below, please do. And subscribe if you want to become a part of the Munchkin family. I will be doing more bad cage reviews in the future here, so stay tuned. Have a good day, everyone. Bye!